Hi everybody, welcome back to Small Caliber Arms Review. I'm Richard, and today we got a box here from Smith Wesson. This is the Smith Wesson CSX. So if you're tired of polymer guns, let's open this thing up and take a peek at it. Okay, here it is, the CSX from Smith Wesson, made in the USA. Here's everything that's in the box. You got a little package here. This has got an extra back strap in it, and it's got an extra magazine release button in here. So if you're a lefty, you'll change the whole button out. A lot of times they have them where it's just reversible. This one comes with an extra one, and then there's a little tool right here. This is used to change the back strap there. It comes with 2 magazines. This is a 10 round and it comes with a 12 round. I've already had it out of the box. Your paperwork's inside here. Chamber flag, your lock's underneath there. We don't care anything about what's in the box. Let's get it out of the way. Get the firearm out of this little package here and take a peek at it. Okay, there it is, the Smith Wesson CSX. Pretty cool little firearm because this is an aluminum alloy frame, and it is a stainless slide, stainless barrel, and it's got a Armornite finish on it that they're Smith Wesson's coating on there. We'll get this little band off of there. We don't need that on there. It does have ambidextrous slide catch and slide release. It has ambidextrous safety on there, and like I said, the magazine release, you can switch it to the other side, but you actually change the whole thing out, not just switch it around. This is your 12 round magazine. The 12 round magazine does have this little filler piece on there, but if you look at the two, there's not a whole lot of difference. I mean, that's it. Maybe a 1/4 inch longer on the 12 round than it is the 10 round. I have not fired this yet. I have taken it out and messed with it a little bit, and one of the things I can tell you right now I do not like about it, the only thing I really do not like about it, is the takedown on this thing. I think they could have done something a little bit better. Let's show you how this thing comes apart. It is empty. There's nothing in there, and we're going to go ahead and let the hammer down. Now what you got to do is you got to pull your slide back to, it's going to go back about a, let's get that hammer out of the way. It's going to go back about a 1/4 inch to get this takedown lever to line up with that little notch right there. And then what you got to do is on the other side, you've got to push that pin out. Now it's going to take you a punch or something to get in there, and it's not very big, and it takes a little bit of pressure. You got to make sure it's lined up too, or it won't push through. So you pop that out of there. As long as that's lined up, it'll pop right out of there. And then all you got to do is take your slide right off the front there. It is a captive recoil spring, so you just pull that up. Not a whole lot of pressure on it. You don't have to worry about it flying across the room. And then take your barrel out just like you would any other semi-auto 9mm. Like I said, it's a stainless barrel and stainless slide, and it's a really nice finish on this thing too. That Armornite coating that they've got on there is really smooth, really even, good looking coating on it. Good looking rifling in the barrel there. Nice, really nice machine work on the slide there. Your firing pin safety there is kind of, it looks like a nylon almost, and I've never really seen one like that. Usually I see them in metal, but this one is plastic right there. That's the only plastic other than the back strap on this thing. The interchangeable back strap on there, you got the other one in there, it's a little bit smaller. I've got the bigger one on here right now, and it feels really good in my hands. And this is like their 2.0 texturing on this, which is like sandpaper almost. It's really kind of a rough feeling texture, but I like it. I really like it. Putting it back together, all you got to do is reverse the order. Go ahead and drop your barrel back in there. Put your guide rod and recoil spring back in there. Pops down behind the lug there. Really easy to put back together. And then go ahead and put your slide back on your frame. And same thing, you're going to have to get it back just a little bit to get that lined up with that hole right there. Now once you've got it in there, you also got to make sure that your barrel lug is in the right place too, and then you can just take this pin and push it right back down in there, and if you've got everything aligned right, it'll pop right back into place. Go ahead and function check it, make sure your slide lock, your slide catch, works properly, and it's a pretty good looking little gun. All right, the little CSX weighs 19.5 ounces. It is 4.6 inches high, 6.1 inches long, and only 1.12 inches wide. It comes with the 2 magazines, the aluminum alloy frame. It's so nice not having plastic on there with the Armornite finish on it. And it does have metal sights on it. It is a 3-dot sight system, and they are metal sights, no plastic on there either. And the way that rear sight is shaped, if you had to hook it on a table or something, you know, and do it one-handed, you could grab it underneath there. Now they are drift adjustable. There is an Allen wrench in the top of the rear sight, so you can loosen that up and move it side to side. Your front sight is not adjustable on there unless there's a screw from the bottom, and I didn't happen to look at it when I had it apart. But the ambidextrous controls on it are pretty easy to get to. Your safety on the back there is easy. Up for safe, down for fire. You can see on the right hand side of the gun, there's a little F right there for fire. And when you've got that up, it covers that up. No indicator on this side, but up is safe and down is fire. It does have last round hold open on it too, so when you fired your last round, it is going to catch and hold that slide back, so you can drop it, put your next one in there, and then you can either pull it back and drop it, slingshot it, or you can go ahead and do the slide release. It's a pretty good feeling gun. It is very small, and it's got a good size grip on it. So if you got big hands, and I got pretty big hands on there, and it's pretty comfortable in your hand too. It does have a flat face trigger on it with the little dongle on there, the little safety on there. It does have a half cock position too, so you can pull it back to half cock right there and put your safety on it there too, either one or both if you want. If you're going to store it, maybe put it in the half cock position, empty and everything, and locked up in your safe or whatever with the lock that comes with it, doesn't matter. But we're going to get this thing, I've already got it cleaned up because like I said, I've already had it out of the box and tinkered around with it a little bit, and we're going to get it out on the range with some CCI Blazer. These are 115 grain full metal jackets, and we're going to do a little bit of plinking with this thing and see how it shoots. All right, we're out here on the range with the little Smith Wesson CSX. I say little, it is a little gun, and I really do like it. I like the size of it. I like the looks of it. I like the feel of it. We're going to go ahead and get it loaded up with some 115 grain Blazer full metal jackets here. Now, I went ahead and loaded up the 10-round magazine, and I can tell you right now, get you a tool if you get one of these, because that magazine was tough when it got down to rounds 9 and 10. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and load the 12-round magazine up there. And I've got one of these little small targets up there, and I've got a silhouette target up there. It's a 4-inch circle in the black right there. So we're going to see how this thing does for accuracy first when we put it in the Caldwell matrix there and give it some shots. And I've got a silhouette target up there too, so we'll do some self-defense type things with it anyways. Go ahead and put your first round in there by hand. It's still a little tricky to get in there, a little tough to get in there, I should say, because of the slant of the follower in there. And then go ahead and put your magazine loading tool on there. Now this tool is one that I got for my SIG 365 XL. It does work on here. The up Lulas, one of these days I'm going to get one of those because I think they might be a little better for most types of magazines, but I mean, it works for this one. All right, there's 10 in it. Actually, I think the 12-round magazine was a little easier to load than the 10. That 10 was kind of a tough one. So we're going to go ahead and put this in there. I'm going to get my eyes and ears on, and we're going to take some shots at the little target for accuracy. All right, we're going to do 5 shots. I'll go ahead and rack one in there. 5 shots at the target for accuracy, and we'll see how it does. Looked like the first one did pretty good. The rest of them not so much. We'll go ahead and put it on safe. And I cannot let the hammer down while it's on safe. I could let it down before I put it on safe, but we're going to leave it just like that. Set it right here on the bench. Go look at that target. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I know I fired 5 shots on there. Hopefully that one's 2. I don't know. We'll see it in the replay, or you've seen it while I was shooting it. I'll have to catch it in the replay, but not too bad. I know my first shot went right there, but the other 3 right there, I'm not exactly sure, and I don't see any holes anywhere else. So let's go ahead and hit this silhouette target with the remaining rounds in there. We'll go for center mass. Okay, so if I did my math correct, I should have 7 rounds left in there, right? Yes, it's a 12-round magazine that I've got in there. Let's put the other 7 right there in center mass, or at least as close as we can get to it. All right, slide locks open on the last round. We can pop that magazine out and put the 10-rounder in there. But let's go look at that. Not too terrible. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That looks like 2 holes right there. I did notice as I was firing that, maybe you can see in the video a little bit, my support hand tended to want to slip off there a little bit. Maybe I just didn't have my grip right or something, but it's a tiny gun. It's a little tough to hold on to, but that's not terrible right there. Everything is in the 9, 10, and the X ring there, so it didn't do too bad. Let's do a couple headshots on this thing, kind of rapid fire. I got the 10-round magazine left. We'll do 5 on there real quick shots, and then we'll do 5 on the steel over there. Okay, again, it is a little windy out here today, and it's definitely cool out, that's for sure. Let's go ahead. We're going to do 5 one-handed headshots. A little delay there, but it did chamber it. All right, there's 5 one-handed headshots, a little spread out, but all 5 of them are in the head. All right, my steel target is right there. I've got 5 rounds left in here. The hammer is cocked, the safety is on. We're gonna go ahead and do 2-handed shots at the steel target 15 yards away. I think I missed on 5 there, and it seemed to send it dancing pretty good. This little tiny barrel on here, like a 3-inch barrel, it's still pretty accurate, even though it's a pretty short little barrel on the thing. Okay, so there is just 2 magazines, a 10-round and a 12-round, 22 rounds. And you know, there's some guns that it just doesn't take you long to realize that it's a good feeling gun. And this one really is. It feels good in the hand, and it shoots pretty good too. It is a little small, so your recoil is going to be a little more felt. I like the beaver tail on there because I got pretty fat hands and I gripped it pretty tight, but I don't have to worry about the hammer coming back and biting me on the back of the hand there. And I don't have to worry about the slide coming back and catching me either, because it does sit up high enough above my hand there where it's really not going to cause any problems. And like I said, the hammer I don't have to worry about because it's completely captured by the beaver tail on there. A good looking little gun, good feeling little gun. Nice sights on it. I do like 3-dot sights, so it's perfect for me anyways. It is not optics ready. And really, when you start putting an optic on a little gun like this, I mean, this is a micro compact, so you put an optic on it, you're really not micro compact so much anymore. Good feeling gun, good shooting gun, good quality gun. Smith & Wesson has been making great guns for a long time, and this is another one that they've done. I love it not being polymer framed. I love the alloy frame on it. It's just gives you so much better feel of quality in a little gun. Anyways, thanks for taking a look at the Smith & Wesson CSX with me. If you could, hit this button up here to check out some of my other videos. Hit this button right here to subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for watching Small Caliber Arms Review.